Hi students, let's continue with the French Revolution part 2. Inside this we are going to discuss about the French society during the late 18th century. So now we have to discuss about France, what happened there and why people were against of the king. Let's continue now. In the year of 1774, Louis XVI was the king of France and he was the last king of this Bourbon family. When he was just 20 years old, he was married to the Austrian princess Marie Antoinette. On that time, France's government were facing the problem of money, the crisis of money. This all crisis was due to a lot of reasons. Let's continue with the reason number one. Inside this, we are going to discuss about that war. This war took a long years, and this war was between America and Britain. There were 13 American colonies were under the Britain and American want to become independent, and that's the reason there was a war between these two countries. And France did not want that Britain should become much more powerful, and that's the reason France was helping America to become independence. Finally, America got independent, but the France started facing the problem of the crisis of the money. Till the time this war was over, there was 2 billion livres. Livres on that time, a unit of currency was there in France, which was in the year of 1794. So this livres, so the France have to pay 2 billion. So this 2 billion loan, which they have to pay to them. So total France was facing problem of debt. They don't have any another reason from where they can and get more money. So they started thinking now that how we can get more money in our country. The another reason was this on that time. This France and their palaces was so great. This palace like Versailles, it was too big, and just maintaining this all palace created problem for them. So this way, so they have to expend a lot of money to take proper maintenance of this all palace. The another reason was this: from where they had taken the loan, there they have to pay a high interest, like 10% interest of that loan. So this all was the another problem for them to solve their problems. And some regular expenses was also there, as like maintaining of the army or the court, running government offices or the universities where they have to take care and they have to give the salaries. So these are all places where the France were unable to solve the problems. At last, they all thought to do something to increase the taxes. This was the last decision what the government they took, what the king he took for his kingdom. When we are going to discuss about the tax that who is going to pay, let's first discuss about the society. On that time, that old regime was there. It means that society of the France before 1789. This all society we can categorize in three different parts. The first, it also known as the first state, is famous for the clergy. Inside this clergy, the main head of the church, a group of persons invested with the special functions in the church. So these all were coming under this clergy group. Next, we have the nobility. In the second state, this higher authority persons of those who are there in court, they all are working in with the king. They all coming under the nobility place. And third, but not the least, third state, where all the rest of the population were there, is from the big businessman, merchant, court official, lawyers, the peasants and the artisans, small peasants, landless labor, servants, all these all working people were under in the third state. This first and second state, they don't have to pay any taxes. Only the third state always paid taxes, and there were so many different types of taxes. Before that, let's discuss on that time, most of the land surface, like 60% of the land surface were under the nobility, the second state. They have 60% of the land surface. Rest 90% of the population, they were just working and doing cultivating in a small land. Clergy and nobility, they both enjoy certain privileges by birth, but the third state have to face the rest of the problems. When we are talking about the taxes, the church too extracted its share of taxes from tithes. Tithes is a type of tax which they used to pay, a tax levied by the church comprising 1/10 of the agriculture produce. So whatever the farmers they are growing, they have to pay 1/10 of their part to the first clergy people or the church as a tax. Next, another different types of tax that was tile, a tax to be paid directly to the state. So these are the different types of taxes which the people of this third state they were paying to the first and second state. So we can see the problem that was there in the third state. Like 90% of the population farmers were there. They don't have land to do the farming, but only some farmers have their own land. 60% of the land were with the clergy and nobility, and the third state, only the rich people have some lands. What were the privileges we're getting to the first and second state? First and second state, they don't have to pay any type of taxes. Only the third state has to pay the taxes. Third state people worked for them, for the first and second state. This third state people only work for them. Next, another point, church collect taxes direct from the third state, as like Tithes, which we discussed now. Let's move to another topic, that was the struggle to survive. We had seen so many problems people they were facing on that time. And when we will talk about the year of 1715, the population was 23 million. And in the year of 1789, the population rises near 28 million. So this rapid increase of the population, but in the same way, the food grains were not increasing, so which created problem for the country. And the demand was high of the food grains, but the production was much more low. So the prices was increasing. Population increased, so the demand also increased, but the production was less. So food items become much more costly. On that time, the bread, which a local item was there, which people used to eat more, their cost was increased so high. So food items become much more costly, but the salary of the workers remain the same. Poor people become more poorer and the richer people become more richer. In that same situation, there was a worse condition came when this drought and hail reduced the harvest, and it created problem of subsistence crisis, something that occurred frequently in France on that time in old regime. But the subsistence crisis where they don't have the basic thing, where basic livelihood and it was endangered, where people they don't have the basic thing to eat, they are not getting the basic thing, and so they were always facing problem on that time. Subsistence crisis means that food and other needs of people are not met, and this is caused by an economical crisis when we don't get the basic need. So these all problems started increasing more in France on that time. So finally, we got some point now, as like in 14th July 1789, why people were against of King Louis XVI, or why they all were protesting. So we know the reason. Point number one, as like tax was increased in the third state, that food prices was increased. Now let's continue with some philosopher. On that time, some great philosophers were there in French Revolution. Let's continue with the point number one of this philosopher. His name was John Locke. According to him, there should be a society based on freedom and equal laws and opportunities for all. Inside his book, Two Treatises of Government, where he mentioned about that there should be equality in everyone. We all should have the same opportunities, equal laws should be there, equal freedom should be there for everyone. The another next philosopher, Rousseau, where he told that people should select their representatives. His famous book, The Spirit of the Laws, where he told that people having this right to select their representatives, and that representative will make the government, and according to this all countries should work. And another philosopher, Montesquieu, where he discussed about that power must be divided in three different stages, as like legislature, executive, and judiciary. So this all philosophies spread everywhere in society. So all the society people started doing discussion about them. It was published in books, newspapers. So everywhere people were doing discussion that what we have to do now. They were thinking that now Louis XVI is going to increase the taxes for us again. So these all are the problems which were going on that time. Thank you.